Counsel Saron Brahani, how do you say it?
Brahani, Your Honor.
Brahani.
Yes.
Tony Montgomery. Tony Montgomery. Tony Montgomery. All right. How about your client? Is it Saron?
Yeah, she's present, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Do me a favor. You raise your right hand for me. All right. You swear firm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
All right. All right, counsel. Down in there. Basic questions. Still afraid? Everything true and correct? Boom. Go ahead, because he's not here, and it's going to be proven the easiest TPO you ever done. Down and dirty, counsel.
Well, Ms. Brahani, my client, is in a marital relationship with the defendant that's absent today. My client and the defendant were married December 19, 2021. We have evidence to show that she was mentally, physically abused. We have medical records, video recordings, audio recordings, photographs, and text messages to show the court that she was abused. Both of them live in Fulton County. Today, the court will hear from her to test if she wants to testify today.
All right. Let's see, Ms. Watch this. I'm going to show you how to do this down and dirty. Raise your right hand, ma'am. You swear firm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. Is everything in your petition true and correct?
Yes.
Are you still in fear for your safety?
Yes.
It looks like he was served, counsel, correct me, on or about September the 16th?
I believe that's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Has he reached out to you or contacted you since he was served?
Yes.
No. Yeah. Not me.
Well, look who in the world might be here. Wicked late.
Yes. So he contacted.
There he goes. I guess this is him, right? Is that him?
Yes.
All right.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have the wrong Zoom code. So
okay.
Stand
by. Tell you what we're going to do. She's got a lawyer. I'm going to put you in the room with her lawyer and let you two talk about it. He's a really nice guy here. Okay. See if y'all can work things out. You good with that, counsel?
I'm good.
All right. There you go. Y'all go into breakout room 1. Once y'all work it out, come on back out and tell me what you worked out. All right. All right. Let me get back to this really quickly. Everybody else stand by real quick. Let me finish up this one. All right. All right. Hold on one second. Counsel, did you guys reach an agreement or y'all going to need a hearing? You're on mute.
I know we didn't, Your Honor. We're going to need a hearing.
Okay. All right. Thank you both. All right. Both parties, raise your right hand. Yeah, swear firm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Ma'am?
Yes, I do.
All right. And you, sir?
I do.
All right. So, counsel, I really don't need an opening. So why don't you just go ahead and ask your client questions about please stick to family violence.
Okay, Your Honor, I'd like to share, I guess I'd like to just go into the abuse.
Perfect. Counsel, you are counsel. Don't start by his name.
I'm going to begin by sharing a video, if I could start with that, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
That kind of gives
Make sure when you share it, Ms. Free taught me this, that you have to play share, you have to check that little box for audio.
Is it playing, Your Honor?
Well, yeah, but if I'm supposed to hear anything and there's something, I don't hear anything. It's kind of blurry.
Yeah, let me see what I can do.
So if I told you
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry for not paying attention.
Is it, are you able to hear, Your Honor?
Yeah. So you want to start and play it again? Tell me what I'm supposed to be hearing or looking at, or.
It's a conversation between the parties where he's threatening to kill her, calling her a bitch, calling her all the kind of names. that he's gonna come and kill her. I mean, repeatedly. I think this will set out.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Start it over again. Oh, yeah, I see his face. Go ahead and start it over again. I'm gonna put my ear closer down here to the speaker. Go ahead.
Playing you, Tony, why you like this for God's sake? Tony, I didn't play with you. What do you want, Tony? So if I told you without him, okay, I'm sorry for not telling you, Tony. The love in you. Why? Why? Understand why I really don't understand what's really going on. Like
Shoot.
I'm not playing. For God's sake. Fuck you, baby. I didn't do anything. I just went to see apartment. You tell me everything, you fucking bitch. What did I do, baby? I'm sorry, fucking tell me. Baby, that's nothing happened, I swear. I don't give a fuck what happened, you piece of shit bitch. What? You tell me. You dog, you fucking dog. You tell me. Don't give hands or fucking butts, you dog bitch. You tell me. Tony, you are someone who's having a plan to sleep with another female this week. Why do you think you have the right to ask me questions? Do you understand? Why do you think that you have a right to ask me a question when you are about to sleep with another female? So you better fucking, if you live such a shitty ass life, if you think that I won't come out there and fucking handle your stupid ass, you think it won't end up bad for you and your goddamn family. Try me. Fucking try me. What do you call trying? I didn't do anything, Tony. I didn't do anything to hurt you. I didn't do wrong by you. You tell me my motherfucking business. You try me, bitch. Lord, but how many apartments I saw before I found this apartment? You were in my life. We were in a relationship. We were together, Tony. How many apartments I saw? What's the big deal? Take your slut ass up here and look at that motherfucking place. If they're not even come tell me about it. You're gonna work some fucking bathroom deal. So you don't think you don't think it's your responsibility to be worried about, to be care about me and ask me what have you done? What's new in your life? Did you find an apartment? You are about to move out from this apartment. Did you find it? I mean, is there an apartment? You didn't. No, it's it is your obligation, Tony. And if you don't test fire for Amy, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna come out there with a bunch of anger, and I'm not gonna control myself. And I'm gonna pull you limb from limb. I know this, bitch. Ain't no pretty scenario for you, stupid fucking ass. You wanna play the whole life? Nobody's playing with you, Tony. That's in your mind. Just like a whore in the street. So you're telling me you're going to kill me? You have some fucking hopeless if you fucking think that I'm a please. If you think that your ass will be running around here in these motherfuckers' faces, every time we get in a fight, you're gonna be in another motherfucking man's face. Next time, this time, you'll be lucky if I don't fucking come out there and kill you. I said, Tony, I swear I'll send you this picture. There's gonna come to a day where I'm just gonna come there with this anger and take your head off, and you're gonna be in front of Jesus. Tony, I'll send you a screenshot. He contacted me. I didn't look for anything. He contacted me. He said you have an apartment and I should come and see it. What's wrong with that?
Motherfuckers contact you all the time. Just pussy, stupid bitch. Don't mean you go up there and fuck you, whore.
But I'm looking for apartments.
Whore, how many whores gotta go look for apartment?
Your Honor, I think that's about enough there, but there's also text messages where the
Let
parties.
me interrupt you and ask you what the date was on that call.
The date would have been, it would have been before December of 2021. She can testify to that. I'm not sure exactly when.
All right. Anything recent?
Anything recent?
Right. Recent. Right. What's happened recently?
Recently, there's really, within the next month, I don't think I have anything. It's just a lot of anger. He did show up at her job where she was fired from her job because the employer was fearful for their family.
So that's what, okay, so what has happened what's the most recent event that's happened? That just happened in December, but well, here it is, October 2022. So what happened? I mean, that's horrible, but I want to know what happened.
Can I say something?
Well, hopefully he knows and he can get you there, but go ahead.
Yeah, I do have a picture recently and a doctor report from recently.
Okay, so there was a picture. So something happened, and there was a picture you had to take, either of yourself, bruised, property. So what violent event or threatening event or dangerous event happened recently?
Yeah, he choked me. When
did that happen?
That happened, I'm sorry, just give me 1 second. I know it's a week before I left, but let me just.
Okay, so and when did you? So just give me a good estimate. So
that's on the 20th of July.
July. All right. Anything happen? All right. So, counsel, talk to me. Got her through this.
The employment was after that. I mean, there was phone calls. And,
all right. What happened after that?
What happens is that a lot of times,
ask her so she can tell me.
Okay. As on the day of you're employed with Dr. Maria, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, and it is my understanding that your husband actually showed up at your job. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, what happened there? Could you tell the judge?
On that day, I wasn't at home. I was out, and then he texted me. He said he is outside the door. I didn't know what he was talking about because I know I didn't give him the address. I don't know how he get the address. So I wasn't even thinking he was there in that house. But then a few minutes after that, Dr. Maria, which is my employer, she wrote to me and said, I think Tony's outside. I could see him from the doorbell camera. And then him and another girl who was living in the house, they had a conversation. He asked her about me, like he wants to speak to me. She told him, I'm not there at the moment. So pretty much what happened after that was my boss, which is the owner of the house, she was fearing for her life, and then for the family, of course, for me as well. And she told me not to come, not even to get my stuff. So the only way she allowed me to get some of my stuff was to go there with the sheriff, which I did. I think a week after that, I went there to get some of my stuff, but there was very fear still. They don't want me to show up there. I still have a lot of my stuff there left, and the only way I can get it is her sending it to me where I am. So there, she believes she saw a gun in his pocket. That's why she is fearing for her life and for her family. So I lost my job. I get fired because of that.
There was also another incident prior to that where did you move out of your house? And then where did you go when you moved out?
But I want her to give the location if she's in fear for her safety, obviously. Like don't give the specific location. If you're in fear for your safety, ma'am, please don't give your address where you're living if he doesn't know.
No, I'm not gonna give my address. I also want to ask him or wondering how he gave the other address as well.
Okay, so stand by. So
I
this
wanted-
choking, hold on. So the choking incident. So was anyone arrested?
No, I
And then were the police called?
no, not for that incident.
Okay. Now, after,
But I have a doctor report.
okay, I get that. So in August, would he like text you, reach out to you, threaten you, anything like that?
He was reach out to me, text me, he called me, and then obviously was trying to contact me through my family as well.
So, all right. And what would when he would text you, what would he say?
It was more like begging, to come back to him.
All right. What, did you feel harassed? Did you tell him to stop calling you?
Yeah, he was calling as well.
Okay. Did you tell him to stop calling you?
No, I wasn't responding to him.
So when he would call, you would just ignore him, or he would leave messages?
Yeah, I just ignore it. I never answer for his text message or call.
All right. What about what happened? How many times do you think he called you in August?
I'm not quite sure, but
Take
maybe,
a guess. How many times do you think he called you in August of this year? That was just last month.
let's say 10 times.
All right. Did you feel harassed or intimidated or threatened?
Yes.
What about, has he called you in September, this month?
This month, yes, he called me. He called me on WhatsApp.
All right. When did he call you on WhatsApp?
Hold on one second, Your Honor. On the 11th of September.
And did you talk to him then, or what did he say?
No, I didn't talk to him. He called me.
Did he leave a message?
Just one second. Yeah, not on that day, but a few days before that, yes.
All right. Is that the last time he called you?
That's the last time he called me, yeah.
Anything else you want to ask her, counselor?
That's about it, I think. Yeah, that just basically sums it up. They've been in battle. I think it's best that the parties are separated. And
Is there a divorce action that's filed?
I have filed a divorce. Yeah, she has filed a petition.
Has he been served?
Well, there was one attempt that was made. I think he was hiding from service, so we may have to do it by publication, but we still haven't been able to serve him. But there was one attempt that was made. We plan on making it a second and third attempt.
Were there children?
No children, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Mr. Montgomery, what would you like to say?
Okay, Judge, as far as, okay, that video is terrible. And that was terrible. And I met her and she lived in Sweden at the time. It was going through coronavirus. I don't have any excuse for talking like that. That's my fault. I wish I could take it back, and I apologize to Saran for that. But it was just crazy times trying to get her over here, and she would never be really honest with me about what she was doing. And I would always find out that she would be hanging out with some guy, and I found out she was up at some guy's apartment, and he was some major contractor in the city, and I lost it. And I'm over here, and I do everything. I pay everything to try to get her here, and I pay for the place there. I get her a place there. I do everything I can to make sure that she has everything she needs, and then she doesn't reciprocate it. And so I apologize for letting my emotions get to me. As far as the choking incident that she's referring to, it did not happen, Judge. She did call the police. She's not being honest with the courts. Here's the police report. I don't know how I can get this to you so you can see it. If you can pull it up.
Usually you have to do it and share your screen. Because I can't, whatever you hold it up, I mean, I'm not really going to be able to read it. So if you have it.
Where's that at?
Do you have it scanned into your?
No, I don't.
All right, well,
I just have it right in the
sharing your screen. I mean, you usually have it scanned in, you share your screen so that I can see the document. If you don't have that sharing your screen, it's really gonna.
Well, let me read this. Let me read this to you then. It says, I arrived at this scene and
I don't want.
He says that he did not see any visible signs of her being choked. There was nothing. There was no fighting reported at the incident. There was nothing consistent with physical abuse. She calls the police and makes these false reports on me. She did it again in this was June 24th. She did it on June 3rd. She called and said that I stole her purse, and that I stole her wallet, her passport, her, what else did she say? $300 in here. And so again, it was just a report that she made, a false report that she made. I do not steal from her, Judge. I do not have any problem with her. I stay away from her. The only reason why I went and saw her on the whatever day that I went over there was because she left my house. So she's been working under the table. She's not being honest. She works under the table at 3 different jobs.
Man, let him talk.
And so she was working at Bole, this Ethiopian restaurant by the air. First she was working at a wig place, a hair place where you get wigs from on Memorial Drive. She stopped working there. She started working with I don't know. She got getting with the Ethiopian community. They got her to Bole restaurant down on College Park by the airport. She started working there. She started acting totally different. So then she was like, I'm gonna move out. I don't want to be married no more. And she was like, I'm gonna move in. This lady told me that I could work over there and live at her house, and I can get paid over, and she'll pay me to live over there and work over there and take care of her clients. She gave me the address and was like, I'm gonna go over there. And so this was like 2 weeks. She ended up coming back, starting a bunch of mess with my family. I took her to Seattle. And then when we came back from Seattle, she said I stole her purse. That I woke up the next morning, she called the police and told them that I had stolen her purse, and that I had taken her ID and I'd taken her money away from her. And totally false, just making up allegations. The next day, no, 2 days later, the next day, she has a real bad problem with her gums. So I took her to the doctor. Well, my insurance company told us we had to get a reimbursement because it was like a $10,000 procedure. So she got mad at that and was like, you know, because in Sweden, medical is free. They gave her free gastric bypass surgery. They gave her free breast. They give her free everything. And so she comes over here and she thinks I'm supposed to just get everything for free. Like it doesn't work like that. And so when I lost my train of thought. But you know, she ended up moving. She ended up moving out. And so when she ended up moving out, she moved out, and I didn't contact her. This was like July 5th. She moved out. I didn't hear from her till like August the 3rd. She called me and hung up. And I text, and she texted me and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you." And then I was like, "No worries." And I said, "Did you find your purse? You know what I'm saying? Did you find your stuff?" I didn't get any response back. And then so I went to go. I haven't heard from her for like almost 2 months now. So it's like the end of August. So I go talk to my immigration attorney. My immigration attorney's like, "Yo, I don't know what's going on with that situation." But she did call me this morning because she finally got her permit to work. Her work permit came through. And I was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, it came through a couple weeks ago." So she called me today she wanted me to figure out which way to go with that. And so she wanted the number to the Social Security office or whatever. So she was like, and I didn't know, and I put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into this process with her. And so you would think she would say, "Tony, this is cool. I finally got my work permit. We're good." But she got her address changed and moved out and got her work permit, and she's moving. She got her own. She moved on with her own life. And so I went, and so my attorney is like, yo, you didn't know? And I told her, I said, I haven't seen it for 2 months. My attorney's like, what? You haven't seen it for 2 months? Well, and I said, well, I don't want to go ahead proceed with this under this circumstances. And she said, look, if you proceed with this, it's going to throw everything she has into jeopardy. That work permit, so she lost her mom, her dad, her grandfather, her 2 sisters, all back in Ethiopia, and a lot of them since she left. And so I have flight benefits with Delta, so I can get her home like nothing. Once she gets that paper, you can go home weekly. So I was like, look, let's just, she didn't want to play. She didn't want to do it. So I lost my train of thought again, Your Honor. But yeah, so I was talking to my attorney, was like, don't file until you think about it, Tony. Make sure you talk to her. She was like, have you talked to her? I said, I haven't talked to her too much. She said, make sure you reach out and do the best you can, because if you file this paperwork and this paper and there's no going back on it. They're going to put her into immediate deportation. And I have the recording, I can let you listen to it. I said, say it back again. And I recorded it so I could let her, and I let her brother listen to it. I let her family listen. I'm not trying to mess her up. This is what they said. We haven't contact. We don't know where we don't know what's going on with her. Boom. So that's why she had gave me that address. I went over there to see if I can contact her. I simply knocked on the door. I said, hello, it's Saran there. There was a little Spanish lady and an older Black gentleman. And they were like, no, she's not here. They were very cordial, very nice. I said, okay, I'm sorry for interrupting your Sunday. You guys have a great afternoon. And I walked away. And that was it. I got in my car. I got out of there. But it wasn't like I was going there to harass her or anything else. I mean, she is running this thing, and she's trying to get me caught up in it to where I look like I'm the bad guy. But I am not perfect. But I do love Saran, and I have not done anything wrong to her since she's been here. Make no mistake. So, yes. I have a lot more evidence, Judge, but Saran breaks into, she hacks into I'm scared of her. She's maniacal. She breaks into my social media. She breaks into all my electronics, and she's into my life, like deep. Like, she knows where I go. She can manipulate. I got Joe Biden put my cousin on the third. He nominated her to be on the Third Circuit. So we went up there to see her, and I took these pictures with her. And they're gone out of my phone. I was like, what? How do these 4 pictures disappear out of my phone? I'm like, what's going on? But she's in my phone. And she erases everything. I have evidence of her beating me. Since in the past few months, I have evidence of her beating me. I have evidence of her choking me. I have evidence of her scratching on me and cussing me. I have a junk removal business. I got all type of recordings, but she goes in there and she'll erase them. So I wish I had more for you today, Judge. But no, I don't need to contact her. I don't want to contact her. I just want to get through this mess we're in, get past this divorce, and move on. I don't need a TPO because I have 12 years at Delta, and they check my badge for a badge every year, and I don't need this dragging my record down with Delta right now. I'm not aggressive toward her. I don't go and chase her. I have moved on with my life. I have a company. I have a daughter. I have God. I am good. I don't need no problems in my life, Judge. I'm not after her. So please see that in me.
But in the video, you said you were going to kill her like a whore on the street.
That was foolishness. That was because I was 7,000 miles away from her, and I didn't have anything. But
Your
that,
Honor, just jump in here.
and I'm sorry.
Cut him off. But there's videos and audios. I mean, that's just one video that I showed you.
But what is it? What do you have something that's happened in 2022? Videos, anything in 2022?
Yes, can I jump in? I can share it from my side.
Go ahead.
When did this happen?
Okay, before that, can I, Your
Nope.
Honor,
Nope.
before that.
Answer my question. Nope.
Yeah.
When did you're going to show a video? When did it occur?
I'll be able to see it when I see the video. Can I
How do
share?
you- Well, you said it happened in 2022, but now you want to show something you don't know when it happened.
No, it's not. I'm not saying it does. I don't know what happened. I thought you asked me for the date. Is that what you asked me?
You're going to show a video. You got to tell me when it happened before I see it, because I don't want to see anything from 2020. I don't want to see it. I want to see something.
It happens this year, just maybe a few weeks before I left. I left around
go ahead.
July 26th.
All right, go ahead.
I'll share my screen. So this is the pictures. Can you able to see?
What are the? Oh, wait a minute! Don't show anything. I can't unsee.
Can you see? I'm sorry
You can
about
see
that.
it. You can see it. Yeah, just keep flipping through it.
What are the dates on these?
Just 1 second.
Those pictures you show me. When were those pictures taken?
This is from the house.
The question is, when was it taken? So
It was around July the 15th.
July of
Right.
2022.
All right,
Yes.
What is this video that's up here? Oh, okay. When was this?
This is a scratch in my back, and I will give you the exact date. Just one
From
second.
having sex. This stuff
How
is
is-
from either she's putting pictures in there that I didn't do, Judge. That stuff is of her skin. She has a bad skin issue, and I have to pay for her a skin treatment place in Buckhead so she can get her skin treated. And she's sitting up here saying that I beat her and I abused her. This stuff is because her skin is messed up. When she was in Sweden, they gave her the skin cream that has steroids in it real bad. And she took it she was there for 7 years and took it for 7 years, and it messed up her skin. So now she has to go there and get her skin. Anything irritates her skin. So every time we have sex, she ends up with these marks, and she makes me take the pictures of them. And now she's coming in here to court telling you that I beat her and I abused her. I don't, Judge. I don't. That's a lie.
Kelsey,
That picture
do you have
there
any?
is-
Kelsey,
So-
do you have any?
that's
No,
the picture
ma'am.
you-
Ma'am. Ma'am, turn your camera back on. Sir, do you have any questions for him?
I know I don't have any questions for him. I don't.
All right, Mr. Montgomery, do you have any questions for her?
Do you go into my social media account? Do you go into my Google
All
account?
right, well, let her answer. Do you go in his social media account?
Objection, Your Honor. That's irrelevant. What she does or not. That's
Being irrelevant. That's for her. All
irrelevant.
my stuff,
Irrelevant.
Well,
my evidence from today got erased, Judge, on Monday. My evidence
right.
for
Ma'am,
today got erased.
stop. Have you been into his social media account or Gmail or whatever it is he's talking about?
No.
Next question.
Judge, I have proof that she's been there. Please give me time.
I have his Facebook, and because me and him work for recycling company.
So,
He have recycling
Judge, just
company.
bear with me, Judge. This is
He
from.
Okay, can I go ahead and finish?
No, you can stop. Let him, what, you have another
Judge,
question?
look at this. This is my Google page. Look at this is her iPhone 11. She was in there yesterday. Yesterday, she got my new password and got back in there. I left my phone. I went to work. I do my morning devotions on YouTube, and I went and left left my phone and forgot it at home. And when she got back, she told me, I got your, I put spyware on your phone. She said, if you want some privacy, you got to get 2 new phones. And ever since then, she's been in my phone. And I changed the passwords, and she still gets in there. And this is not just one. This is my Google account. I check my iCloud. This is my Facebook account. Look at her iPhone 11. It says this device was in there 21 hours ago. Look, Judge.
So, why haven't you changed your password? Why didn't you get a new phone?
I did, Judge. I did. I did, and I logged out and everything on Wednesday. I did on every platform. I even had to call and spend 2 hours with Apple with the iCloud to get my iCloud changed up. So she is in my accounts, and she lies. She's lying profusely because she wants to set me up and make me look like an abuser so she can get a divorce and get her paperwork and stay here. She was on temporary status in Sweden. She told the Swedish authorities that her brother raped her. Then she said,
all right, stop. You weren't there. All right, counsel, closing.
Your Honor, my client is reaching out to the court because she has nobody else to turn to. She is here by herself. No parents, no sibling, no relatives, no friends. The man that is supposed to protect her, promised to protect her, is actually abusing her physically, emotionally. He has threatened her multiple times, and she's asking that her protective order be granted. Additionally, Your Honor, I'll also like to point out that Mr. Montgomery is under legal obligation to also provide her with financial support because that's what he signed. During his immigration petition, he signed a form called I-864, which basically says that he will protect the United States government from my client being a public charge, from collecting social,
she ran away from me, sir.
So therefore, he needs to be paying for some support for her temporarily. In addition,
I have proof that she's working right now.
In addition, just like she testified
Judge,
earlier, it is because of his.
Let him finish, and then you can go.
Because of his doing that she lost her job, that she was making $1,400 a month, a place to stay, and food to eat.
Under the table.
That is because of his doing. In addition, like I said, he did sign a form basically obligating him financially to her until she's up and running on her own. Now, there's no question as to whether he is abusing her physically.
Mr. Montgomery, let him finish, and then you can talk. I promise.
He claims that he is the one that is, he has evidence to show that he's beating her. You can see that he is the aggressor, that he is the one that is actually after her. There's no evidence to show that she's aggressive at all. I think she is in fear for her life, and I think it's best that he stays away from her. And then, like I said, I think it's also, his obligation to actually have some financial support.
Go ahead, Mr. Montgomery.
She's been working under the table since she threatened me when she first got here and said she was going to leave me if I didn't let her work. And then I let her work, and she's had 4 different jobs. She's saved up over $10,000, and she never will help me pay a bill in the house. All she would tell me is that this money is for Ethiopia. I haven't seen my family in so long. It's expensive to stay over there. I'm going to be over there for 3 months. I need $25,000. And so I take care of her, but she left, and she left me high and dry. And I bought her a $20,000 ring. I bought her a $10,000 ring. She didn't like it. She said that wasn't good enough for her. So I went back and I bought her a $20,000 ring. I bought her $2,000 necklaces. She has so much from me, and she's still coming in court asking, looking like I haven't done for her. Judge, no, I've done everything I can for her. Up to this point, I've done everything I can for her. I love her and I've taken care of her. There's no way I want to harass her or kill her or see bad on her life, Judge.
Your Honor, those are his words. This
Those are my words.
Y'all realize this isn't immigration, right?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
And
I'm
you
sorry
realize
about it, Judge.
that, yeah, when you bring somebody over here for another country, you're on the hook. What is it, 10 years, something like that?
Yes.
Mm.
Judge, can I say something?
No. Do you know who that? Yeah, I really can't believe y'all hadn't worked out some sort of consent. One, I tell you this, because if TPO is put in place, he may lose his job. Now, there could be a consent where I extend the ex parte and there's no finding of fact until y'all can get to the divorce procedures and work it all out. Protection will be in place. There's no finding of fact. He won't lose his job. You lose your job, you can't pay for whatever.
Thank you, Judge.
Well, y'all went in there in the breakout room and didn't agree on anything.
And I told him the exact thing you just told him. And he's saying that she won't agree to it. He can only do what she can do.
Ma'am, you want him to lose his job? I mean, I want you to be safe, but I'm saying you can still have the protection. If there's a consent to extend the ex parte, you'll still have the protection. No finding of fact, he won't lose his job. Right now, if I put this in place, he's going to lose his job.
Your Honor, one comment I'd like to make regarding that is there's two streams of income here. The delta that he's speaking of is a very minor income there. There's $26,000. Your primary source of employment.
Do you want him to lose any of his job?
Testified.
Do you want him to lose any job? Do you want him to lose any of his work? Any whatsoever?
No, but he have a private.
Stand by and listen to me. I'm still saying, if y'all would like to agree to a continuance with a compliance, say in 90 days, you still have the protection. It's still in place, but there's no finding of fact. He won't lose his job, and y'all can get through the divorce and go your separate ways.
Your Honor, if 5 minutes would be sufficient to handle that, if you could, please, if I could have 5 minutes with my client, and then maybe I can meet with Mr. Montgomery.
You understand what I'm saying, counsel?
I do, yes.
Okay, so you do a consent. Like, if he hasn't been served, though, you don't have a court date for him to go back in front of anybody, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been served yet, no.
All right, well, I mean, I'll need to start that. All right, counsel. Ma'am, you go down and join that breakout room. Counsel, you hit it. You rejoin that breakout room. Sir, you stay here until he comes back and wants you to join, okay?
Okay.
So you stay right here. Counsel, you and her go in there and come right and talk to her really quickly and come right. It don't take long to explain that to her.
Yeah, I will not. Let me see. I'm not seeing the link.
You go back down where it says breakout room and you go join.
Oh, I see. Okay.